Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. If you're interested in finding out more about adopting a trail so you can take care of those trails, if you spend time out there mountain biking, hiking, doing any summer activities, all the trails need love all the time. And joining us in the studio, I've got Michelle Wolffe. She's the Adopted Trail Coordinator, and Mike Beach, U.S. Forest Service Trails and Wilderness Manager.
Correct.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi again.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, really good time. Saw the home opener at Rockies. It was pretty good.
Oh, fun. Did you go too?
I didn't go. No.
You're busy. You're busy.
Yeah, I've got
this is kind of a ramped up time for you guys, I'm
is.
sure.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, tell everyone what Adopt a Trail is first, and then we'll get into the details about the big event and what the undertaking is.
So Adopt a Trail, we had a kickoff year last year. We've gotten VVMBA, got involved with the U.S. Forest Service as far as...
And that's the Vail Valley Mountain Bike
Association,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
As far as just getting some more care to our trails. There was over 600 miles of trails that were being cared for by like 2 rangers from the U.S. Forest Service, and it was really too much work for them. So we wanted to help them.
2 rangers were taking care of all the trails?
Yeah.
That's our typical seasonal staff. So
wow.
We're happy to have
So
the
this
help.
has got to be a little bit easier for you and your team then too, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's
Has this been around? Have you seen this in other places, and that's where the idea came from?
The idea kind of came from the U.S. Forest Service. Paula Peterson had suggested it, and last year was sort of an experiment, and it really, really worked well. So 29 trails got adopted, and this year we're going to adopt 5 more, and that's going to be tonight.
So how many trails are there, would you say? I know there's bits and pieces of trails, and they're all kind of a lot of connected, but you just add trails each year is kind of the plan.
Yeah.
Probably the ones that get the most use would be my guess.
yeah, generally the most used, the ones that are closest to town, so it's easy for volunteers to get up and have their half day of work done. And but yeah, we have 150 trails in our district, and then many more throughout the county. So there's plenty, plenty of work.
Then, so what's required? Is it 3 half days?
Yeah,
something like that?
Yeah, 3 days of work. They're usually 3 hours long, 3 to 4 hours long, and then we ask that each group has bring at least 4 people to make it worth everybody's time and get a good amount of work done.
And what would be expected? What kind of things would these people, the volunteers, be doing out on the trails?
It's the basic maintenance, we call it, clearing vegetation from the trail, any down trees, shrubbery that's kind of grown into the trail, clearing drainage, repairing some of the trail tread itself, just kind of the basic stuff.
And they get a lot of use, don't they, you guys? A lot of use on the trails. Here's some photos from the Adopted Trail team, one of the teams going out there last year and doing some work on the trails. So tonight at the Dusty Boot in Beaver Creek is the 2nd annual Adopted Trail, we would call it a celebration, festival, lottery.
Definitely a celebration of last year's success,
right.
And also the lottery. We'll throw your name into a hat if you guys want a trail, show up, and if we draw your name, then you'd be the lucky recipient of that.
Do you get to pick the trail?
You do. We have about 12 to choose from, and only 5 will be adopted this year. But yes.
Oh wait, so the ones from last year are still adopted?
It's a 2-year contract, so to
okay.
speak. So if you adopted it last year, you still have it this summer, and then it'll come under review this season in the fall, and we'll decide if it's maybe needing a change of ownership or.
Right. They didn't do anything on the trail last year. You know, that poor trail. You know, those people adopted it, but I see how that works. So really 5 more tonight are going to be adopted.
Yes.
Okay, and what time is the event?
6 o'clock tonight at Dusty Boot, Beaver Creek. And the biggest difference is last year's trails were all U.S. Forest Service owned, and this year it's more town. So it's your backyard. It's the town of Avon. It's the town of Eagle. It's the town of Minturn.
Like Wild Ridge down into Singletree, like those kind of trails?
Yep. Yeah, the West Avon Preserve, all the popular trails out of Eagle, Haymaker, Boneyard, and then...
Those trails get a lot of traffic, don't
Oh,
they?
yeah.
From the bike races in the fall. I mean, there's a lot of business down there.
And what's cool is it could be people from that neighborhood that want it. So get 4 people together, come out 3 days a year, and you guys can have your own trail.
I think that's great. You guys do a great job. Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah,
Michelle,
thanks for
it was
having
a
us.
pleasure. Nice to see you.
Yeah.